Namaste and hello. This is your Sanskrit instructor welcoming you back into lesson number 9. So we have finished we finished learning how to pronounce and write out all of the consonants and the vowels. And I just want to give you guys a little note for the consonants. So if you can recall, an A has been added to each consonant to facilitate the pronunciation. So a consonant without the A or the sound will have a halant. So what do I mean by the A? So if you take a look back at the table that we were going over for the past couple of videos, if you could take a look that in all of these consonants, it's K-A, K-H-A, G-A, G-H-A, C-A, T-A. Everything is an Ga, ka, ga, ga, nga. Ja, cha, ja, ja, nya. Da, ta, da, da, na. So the vowel sign was added to these consonants just so that when we're talking about these consonants, it will facilitate us to pronounce them when we're talking about them. So that is what this note is saying here. So let me go back to the note. This is everything that we have done so far. So again, an has been added to each consonant to facilitate the pronunciation. So a consonant without that so if we didn't put that there, then the consonant would be basically a half letter. A consonant without the will have a halant. So a halant is a stroke below the consonant that indicates that it stands by itself without any vowel following it. Okay? So here's an example that I have in the bottom here. So ka. Ka is actually the k sound with the vowel sign, with the vowel attached to it, okay? But if we were to take out this a, if we were going to take out this that makes it k, then we're going to end up with only the k syllable. We wouldn't have k anymore, but we would have k. So that k is represented by the k but the only difference is that it has this little stroke in the bottom here. The name of this stroke is halant. So a halant is a stroke below the consonant that indicates that it stands by itself without any vowel following it. In this example, this vowel is a. Now we could add this to any other vowel. So this is a, right? We could add e, u to make it, instead of making it ka, we could make it ki, we could make it ku, but I didn't teach you those vowel signs yet, but later on in the videos I'm going to do that, but just not in this one. But I just wanted you to keep in mind what a halant is. So a halant is a stroke below a consonant that indicates that it stands by itself. So I have another example here. Okay, so another example I have here is the letter ma, the consonant ma. That is m with an sound at it. Okay? And without this and if you put a halant under the ma, then it's no longer ma, but now this syllable, the way how you're going to pronounce this is m. Okay? So that's the sound. Without the halant, it's going to be, again, a ma. So in the bottom here, let's go back to ka. So k plus gives you ka. And this is the letter that we actually learned, ka. Now this halant doesn't really show up in Hindi. This is actually something that is used in Sanskrit. Now by understanding the consonants and to understand the sounds, now we can slowly start to put sounds together and make words. So let's take a look at the word gum. Gum is a word in Sanskrit. So gum is actually a k. It's a k plus and the half letter of ma. So it's m. So ka, k, and m gives you, and you put these consonants together, you're going to get the pronunciation gum. But if I were to take out this halant at the end of this ma, then I'm going to get kama because it's k plus a plus m plus a is going to give you kama. Now, if I were to put a halant, I didn't think about this example until now, but if I were to put a halant under both of the letters, then I would actually get this. Let me put a halant under here. This would not give you what I just typed out here. This would not give you come, and it would not give you kama either. It would actually give you kma. So let me write that. That would not give you come, it would not give you kama, but with a ka and a halant and a ma with a halant, it would actually give you kma, kma. Okay? So that is what a halant does. Now that we've understood what a halant does to the consonants, and now that we understood that all of the consonants, when we were learning them, it actually has an attached to it. Only that you don't have to put it there. You don't have to write out a ka and an because this ka already has that included into it. So now that we understand that, now we can start to learn how to make words with the letters that we learned, and we could get deeper and deeper into Sanskrit, which is very exciting. And I will be focusing more on the next video. I would like to focus on what the anuswar is. So the anuswar is something, if you remember, the ung letter that has the dot on the top, that dot on the top is called the anuswar. So the next video, I'm going to dedicate the entire video as to digging deeper as to what the anuswar is about. So this is your Sanskrit teacher signing off. I hope you understood the concept of how to use a halant, and I will see you in the next video. Namaste.